So all you're going to do is you're going to look anywhere, doesn't matter. Take your hands like this, and then you're going to go, this is the War of Art, Ollie, take one, and clap. That's all you do.
The War of Art?
Yep.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah, just make sure we can see your, move your hands a little bit more this way. Like up and this way. Yep.
Okay.
Right there. You got his hands?
Yep.
Ready?
GoPro's got it. Yep.
This is the Art of War. I am Ollie, take one.
Back 150 on the dash, Hellcat, Mac Black. And I run my money, I'ma put you in a trap. Talking like you funny, taking mommy off the map. I really want you back. 150 on the dash, Hellcat, Mac Black. And I run my money, I'ma put you in a trap. Talking like you funny, taking mommy off the map. I cannot stop till they feel my pain. Money temporarily gon' make it go away. I cannot stop while I feel this way. Mental really scaring me, I'm waiting for the day. She said that she loved me and accept me for my sins. Also not to mention all the drugs I did. I said, girl, I'm
Mr. Ollie Lotto.
Yes.
How are we doing today?
Pretty good. Tired, but pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. My artist name is Ollie. My real name is Don. Donnie. It's kind of similar. I'm 22. What do? I just... For the longest time, I would really just hang out with friends and I wouldn't really have much purpose for myself. In high school, at first, I started drawing a lot. That was my first hobby. It was just kind of drawing, mainly because of anime. And I would turn it into my teacher, and he would actually like give me like an A. He would drop like whatever I was doing and be like, "Oh, if you want to draw this, draw this." It was cool. But then I started listening to music more and more. Man, the first album I listened to that changed how I felt about music. That's a hard one. That's a really, really hard one. Probably 17 by X. Just because it was such a weird style. It wasn't like even like the first song isn't even a song. It's just called an introduction. It's just him talking. 17 just kind of felt really raw. Like really raw, for better or for worse. And I kind of respect it a lot for that. Just for kind of him literally just being like, I made these songs, this is how I feel. If you don't like it, don't listen. And just for him saying that on the album, it just kind of changed how I felt about it. And when he called me out for that, I'm just like, damn, now I kind of do want to listen to it. Even if I don't like this song, now I just want to listen to it. So that kind of changed how I felt about it. Because now I'm like, damn, I should be more open to this. Because even if like it's not something that's like I'm vibing with really hard, I should at least hear it out. Have the open ears for it. My greatest musical inspirations. So starting off with how when I was young is probably like Black Sabbath and Motley Crue, because I used to listen to that a lot as a kid. Then growing up, started to get more into like Lil Skies, Post Malone, Lil Uzi, Juice, Lil Peep, stuff like that, X, Ski Mask, all those guys. It was their willingness to be open but still have fun. I just love that inspirational vibes that they give to keep your energy up even if you're feeling as down as you are.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover.
How do you feel about that one?
I feel like I'm coming on it wrong.
Pause.
Pause. Demons out here, they destroying on my cover.
I feel like that was better. Let's check it out.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover.
Yeah.
Okay, that was better.
Kind of like that.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover.
What do you feel about that? Too much?
I would say let's give it let's keep the effects, but let's do a retake on it, like myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you kind of know what you're...
Now that I know how it like sounds or how it's coming out.
Right.
I think. Maybe, I don't know.
All right, let's try it
Let's
again.
find out. I'm just gonna do acapella, I guess.
Yeah, just
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover, If I can't have her, turn into a money lover, If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother,
sounded pretty solid, man.
Do more?
No, I think we're solid. Let's take a listen to this one more time with this new effect in.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover,
Nice.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover,
I think you could still try to hit the auto-tune just
No, I
like
could.
a little
I
harder. But I'm liking it so far. I'm liking it. Let's get one more take, all right?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna be saying that a lot. One more take, that's always how it be. I would start writing music and I would record it in my room for like a year, I would say, like a lot. I would do that a lot, but I would always do it like at like 2 a.m. when like everybody's asleep. I think I was like 15 or something. Make sure nobody can hear me, bro. I would like whisper and everything. I didn't even I was so like, I don't know. I couldn't even do it like with confidence. I stopped doing that for a while. Around 16, 17, I started picking up skateboarding really hard. This is also when like COVID hit, like in 2020. So school dropped off. Or it didn't really drop, but it was like everything was online. Like everything was online. And that opened up, too many doors, man. My free hands, crazy. While I was doing that during the school, I would just like ditch like every class almost. Go out to the skate park, hang out with my friends. After a while, I would keep writing the music, but I stopped recording it just because I didn't like how it sounded. I was like, damn, I don't have the professional stuff. So for a while, I kind of went back to aimlessly, just kind of, I guess, existing. One day, I was looking up like studios in the area, just because I was like, fuck it, like what are the chances that there's a studio nearby that I can go to and maybe give it a shot? And I saw Envion Studios and I was like, oh, I think I've heard of that somewhere. And I looked it up and I was like, oh shit, I've heard other artists that go to the studio. So then I went there, and originally when I went there, I was so nervous. The first guy I worked with, I remember his name. I don't know if I should say it, but I remember his name. He was a cool guy, really nice. It was a fun time. And after that, I was like, oh shit, like I could do like music is like you could do this. You don't gotta be some fucking rich multi-billion already top of the line dude. You don't gotta have a whole team behind you to do this. You could just book a session and just do it. Okay. So after that, I kind of got addicted to booking sessions. I would start booking sessions like every week almost. I would just go so like I feel more comfortable there. I think that was kind of my goal, but like I did it subconsciously. So for a while, I would just work, go to the studio, work, go to the studio. That's how it was for a long time. After like 2 years of that, I started taking it more seriously because that's when I met you. And then we started working together more, and it started kind of going more in a certain direction. Because at first, like, it felt like there was a path, but it was kind of still a very loose path. It was very like, I don't know what I'm doing here. There's something here, but it's so vague. But then we started working together, and it's been narrowing down more and more, which has been great. Demons out here, they're destroying on my cover, Demons out here, they're destroying on my cover,
I like it.
That was about That's probably the best one so far. Yeah.
So that's all you got written, right? You're just kind of winging the rest of it.
I got a hook written. That's all I got. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's check it out.
Have her turn into a money lover. If we can find you, then we coming for your brother.
No, not it.
Redo it. Yeah.
All right. Remember what I was talking about? That grit in your voice.
Yeah.
When you say that first word, I'm a fiend, just try to get a little bit of that natural grit in there.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot, just like a little taste of it. You know what I mean? Let's try it.
If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother.
Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother.
Better. Let's see.
For your brother. Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother.
I like that. It's just like a touch of it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. Nah, but like when I would start working with Matt, it was a lot more just kind of like, at first it was the same old. Then it started to feel less like a like a job, or not like a job, because like I would go and like you pay, and for a while when you go to do studio stuff, it just kind of feels like somebody's working for you, which I guess some people like that. And if that's what you're going into it wanting, is just like if you have an exact idea in your head and you want somebody to do it for you, and you just want to pay somebody to do it for you, then that's what you're gonna get. But I found that doing that just kind of ended up leading to like very stagnant sounding songs, or just it didn't like the quality be fine, but it everything just sounded like it needed more. Just sounded like just something else. It needed more. Naturally, I would want a second opinion of something, or like if you could think that there's more to this song, if there's more that could be done or something could be different, I would want somebody to tell me, and I would love if somebody could show me. So when we started working together, me and Matt started working together, we started, like at first it was the normal, but then he started just kind of messing around with stuff. It did kind of amaze me the way like he would like react when like he would like do something or ask to do something, and like I let him do it, and he's like, damn near nobody lets me fuck around like this. And I'm like, you're not even doing like crazy stuff, dude. Like, I mean, like, you are doing crazy stuff, but like it's not like you're asking for anything unreasonable. You're just doing like, I don't know, you're just doing creative stuff. So I was kind of like, damn, I'm kind of surprised that nobody lets you, or it seems like not many people let you just kind of do what I'm paying you to do, which is help make a song. You're as important to the process as I am, because I'm just delivering the damn voice and the lyrics and stuff. But like you're the one gluing it all together, adding the effects, even putting your 2 cents in and be like, no, don't do that, or you should do this instead. Which potentially, like in the moment, it doesn't sound like anything crazy, but stuff like that could, you do it and you listen to it, and that could potentially change the entire song. Like it happens all the time where we do something small and it's like, this has changed the whole song. The whole song has changed. Now we got to do this, but it's always for the positive. It's never really for the negative, because even if it is bad, we just take it out. It's 2 seconds gone. We started doing actual more trial and error fucking around, and that also allowed me to kind of get used to failing stuff, because when you first start making music, you don't want to sound bad. You don't want to hear that bad take, and then you hear the bad take and you're like, I just want to stop. I'm done. I just want to stop. You want to put down the headphones, whatever. But when we would do a lot of failed takes, or just like the songs that's unfinished, and like some of them I sit there and I listen to them and I'm just like, yeah, that was not the best song I could have made. But I don't even look at it as like it's a bad thing. It's just like, we'll just do something different next time. That's all it is. Because I know damn well we could make good songs. Like we've made a lot of really good songs. So like the thought doesn't come through my mind that's like, oh no, I can't do this anymore. There's no way this song could sound good. Because now I know like we can make a good song. We've made multiple good songs. So even if one thing doesn't sound good, or if one song doesn't sound good, that's just one song, that's just one thing, and we'll just move on to the next and keep trying stuff. So when we started doing that a lot, that's when it started to take more of a direction, because once we did all the trial and error, you kind of cut out the stuff that doesn't work or doesn't sound good and doesn't fit, but we still keep the good stuff. But yeah, that's when things started to kind of form more, is when we did more trial and error. Actually get to explore fucking around with your vocals and doing different things. Oh man, my views on the industry as a whole and hip-hop. It feels like the Hunger Games almost. Like it's like everybody's just out for each other. It's just so like, fuck you, I'm better. I'm better than you. I have more hoes than you. I have more money than you. It's just like I'm better than you. And on top of that, it's also just so fake. It just feels like WWE. I don't know. Like everything feels so acted now. I honestly can't take half of what people in like the top 10 charts even say seriously, because like, did they even type that tweet? I don't know. Probably not. They probably didn't even type that. They probably had a whole different person make that, or on their Instagram. Did they even post that picture? Probably not.
So you're referring more to like the popular side of hip hop, like the top 100 artists.
Yeah.
What do you think about like the underground scene of music?
I find it, to be honest, I've been seeing two sides of a coin recently in the last couple of years, which is I meet a lot of very, very cool people, a lot of cool artists that are very humble and they're very nice. Like they damn near feel like mentors to me, because they help me out and this and that, and like they're older than me, they have more experience, they know what they're doing. So I've met a lot of amazing people in the underground that should have more people recognizing them than they do. But then with that, I've run into an equal, if not more, amount of people that either claim it's kind of the same, where they just they just shit on you because they in their eyes there's only room for one, and because even on a smaller base scale, if in their eyes, or in most of their eyes I've seen, there's only room for one cool guy in the town or in the area that can be making music like this. So they just want to shit on you, bring you down, blah blah. I mean, everybody just wants to climb on top of each other at whatever cost. It doesn't matter. When my generation started becoming actual adults and the whole imagery of social media started to become more and more of a thing. I mean, we're at a point where memes are literally affecting like some government stuff here, like laws and stuff happening because of a fucking meme. So like when the internet was becoming more serious and like where people were taking it more serious, a lot of the imagery was already becoming just like, I mean, we had like people like Lil Pump and all that, though. Like all they would do is just talk about how much more materialistic items they have than you. That's all they would talk about. So when my generation started to kind of grow up and now we start doing things, even if it's not in the music world or anything, the years we were maturing and the years prior into going into society and being released damn near, you know, being like, okay, you guys are now officially adults and doing stuff and you're members, like you're affecting it now. When we started to go in, we kind of had that mindset of like, fuck you, I'm better, I'm gonna get it, because social media and everything just has like eyes on me, I'm better, eyes on me. And I just think a lot of people apply that to more than music, and they just apply it to like their jobs or life. I just noticed a lot of people are very negative naturally. A lot of people. So I don't know, usually like it's gonna sound kind of lame, but like whenever I write, it's like I'll start with a hook. I'll think of like a 4-bar hook. Usually it's a 4-bar hook always, and it'll be caught in my head for like days. So that's when I'm like, okay, this I gotta turn into a song, because if it gets stuck in my head for days, this is probably pretty decent, or it's at least worth taking forward. Because I usually prefer quality over quantity. Sorry. So like I'm not very good at consistent dropping for that reason. I'll make a couple verses for it just to kind of get it more feeling like a song with a theme, not just a song where you're just saying a bunch of random stuff that rhymes and you're just kind of like saying whatever. I mean, it's kind of like what I'm doing right now, but that's because I'm not really writing it. But that's why I prefer to write it out, because it feels more like the song has more like a theme, like a writing. Yeah. I mean, it's a poem at the end of the day. It's a form of poetry, and a poem without a theme is just kind of like meaningless. It's kind of like, this is words on paper, you know. Same thing with the beat or with songs. If you're just kind of saying whatever, it's meaningless. It doesn't hold much. So then I'll start making a couple bars to get myself like thinking of like the theme of the song. That's when I usually start like beat searching, and that could take from as simple as like an hour to weeks, just because I don't know anybody that makes beats, and I wish I did, because oh my god, YouTube is terrible with beats, dude. It's like people make some like really good stuff, and what I find is it's a lot of people that only have like 5,000 or less views. They don't have that many views. And see, people like that, like they make really good beats, but they make one good one in like out of like 400. So like they'll have a ton of beats, but they're like only like a handful of them are like good beats.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because the bigger that anybody gets in any business, the greedier they get. And I've just noticed a lot of higher level producers, I feel like they just overprice everything, and like they'll slap their tag everywhere if you don't pay money for it, and it just feels more like a fuck you, give me money first, instead of just kind of like making music just because you like it, or making an instrumental just because you have a passion for it. Like, I can understand wanting to make money off of it, But like, I just with every producer I've seen on YouTube that has at least 5,000 or less, they sometimes don't have a tag, or the tag is just like really subtle and it's kind of just in the beginning and that's it. So it's normal. It's like, okay, that's whatever. But like, if they have like 20,000, 30,000, sometimes they don't have it, but it's kind of risking it. But once you start getting to like the 100,000s, a million subscribers or views, oh my God, it's either tags everywhere, the beat's like $200 when it's like, really? Like $200? I mean, even in like big level scales, like, it's kind of like diamonds, I guess, where it's like we kind of price it really high for no reason. Cause like diamonds are not that precious. Like they're precious, but like they're not very, I mean, we make them everywhere. We use them in fucking industrial shit, but we deem them precious when you put it on a chain. Same thing with the beat. Now, because some high level producer made it, like, I don't know who, just like Metro Boomin, because he made it. Now it's like $300,000, but I could find a beat on YouTube that's equal quality, different, genre or like different stuff. But like when it comes to sound quality, it's pretty damn up there, because at the end of the day, these big producers and stuff, they're using the same tools that everybody else is using.
Do you think it's more about like, it's not necessarily the quality of the stuff that you're putting out, it's more of like the personality and the name behind it?
Yeah, 100%. It's also that you kind of pay. Well, once you start getting to that high level, you kind of pay for the tag as well. That big producer, when his name's on that shit, and it's like, even if you're not a big artist, then you're like, oh my God, Metro Boomin made a song with so and so, then you get views from that. You're kind of paying for his name next to yours. And I mean that's why the beat costs so much, because like I say, it's not really the beat you're paying for. It's the name attached to it. It's just all the popularity attached to it. Just any eyes on it, you get associated with it just for a little bit. You're kind of paying for that. You're not really paying for the musical part.
Interesting.
What we used to call it is clout. You're paying for the clout.
And you specifically were talking about how your generation kind of like grew up being told that life was a certain way, and then thrown into adulthood with kind of no guidance, no sense of anything, doing the things that people told you to do to get the results that you want, and finding that the results aren't coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like society has let you down?
Yeah, but I feel like society's let me down in a bigger way than just, oh, it's the previous generation's fault. I feel like it's just the way things are built. I mean, not to get into it that deep, but every dynasty falls. Nothing's forever. There's no perfect system. There's no such thing as a perfect system. Rome fell, everything will fall. I mean, it's not to sound like bad. It's natural. It just happens. I don't think society's falling, but the cracks are certainly starting to show in the way that things have been built up. Whether people want to believe it or not, I think recent generations are the ones starting to pick up on the cracks showing the most. Because most previous generations have been kind of trained to just shut up, do your job. You work whatever the fuck. You come home, you have a family, you have 2 kids. You raise that's life. You have a house. This is where that's life. Working 9 to 5. So I think the newer generations are the ones starting to see the cracks in that and starting to be like, this isn't working. Like there's a lot of things starting to go wrong very quick. And whether people want to blame social media, whether they want to blame whatever, I think it's a deeper issue in the way that everything has been built up.
Do you feel like trying to get ahead in life, especially with everything going on right now, feels kind of hopeless?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I feel as though I could work 2 jobs and struggle to pay my own fucking fair share in an apartment, let alone having a pet and wanting to have hobbies that also cost money. Like, I could work a job and I could live, in theory. I would be surviving, but I don't think I'd be living. I mean, I'm not going to be doing anything. I barely make enough to go out and do anything, and I'm working full-time already. So if I were to get a second job, that would just barely give me enough to go do some shit like, I don't know, Top Golf or something. Anything. So yeah, I feel like I'm not even really living. I'm just surviving.
Do you believe success is inevitable?
No.
Why not?
As great as a tale as it would be to sit here and be like, oh yeah, at the end of the day, all your dreams, everything will be fine. I just kind of feel like the harsh reality of the world is like there's a lot of people, if you look at it, that have terrible fates. There's people outside of this country that have had stuff happen to them, and not to sound bad, but hopefully they don't, but there's a chance that they're gonna die and never get a chance to make anything right. You know what I'm saying? So, in the reality of things, I think success is never guaranteed. It's never the chance of failing at life is way bigger than succeeding at whatever your personal end goal is, to be honest with you.
What does success mean to you?
Honestly, for me, success has nothing to do with music and has nothing to do with jobs or that kind of stuff. For me, success is when I get old, I can sit back with whatever partner I have, or friends, or hopefully both, and we could talk about life and just, I don't know, just like look back on it with clarity and just be able to be like, you know what, it was worth it. I mean, that's my end of success. It might sound vague, but my version of success is being able to have a story where it's like I could sit there with my loved ones or family and be like, that was worth it.
And you don't believe that that's inevitable as long as you keep trying at it forever?
Yeah, I don't think it's inevitable. Well, that's the thing though, is no, I do agree, is if I keep trying, I think it will happen, but when I say it's inevitable, I just mean that in the sense where you can't expect things to just happen. It's not, your life isn't just gonna, you can't just tell yourself, oh, I'll be successful at the end of the day. Like, you have to keep, if you're gonna try for something, like, you have to be hungry for it. That you have to want it.
With your idea of what success is to you, do you feel like you're worthy of success?
Am I worthy of success?
As you understand success?
As I understand it, as much as I want to say yes, I don't think so in my current state. And I don't know, I find myself blaming myself for it, like, all the time. Just like, I should have broken off sooner, I should have done this, I could have done this better. And like, I know life is all about like learning and experiences, but it's still just like, fuck it. And like, I just can't help but think that I'm responsible for all of it, just for everything. I get so high and fucking drunk, I start to stutter.
Nice.
I'm smoking weed up with a topper. About in time. I'm just changing because I got nothing else. I get so high and fucking drunk, I start to stutter. I'm smoking weed out with the topper. Smoking weed out with the topper. Soon to keep a Glock tuck. Soon to keep a Glock tuck. Soon to keep the bands in my pants. Oh fuck, I'm time.
All good?
This beat, I see what you're saying. This beat's whack. Soon to keep a Glock tuck. Soon to keep the bands in my pants and my stocks up.
That was way, way tighter. Nice. Let me just listen to this beat real quick.
Yeah. Different from my mother, I don't mean that offensively, cause I still love her, but that just means that I be popping till I shut her on. I get so high and fucking drunk, I start to stutter on. I'm smoking weed out with the top up. Soon to keep a Glock tuck. Soon to keep the bands in my pants and my stocks up.
I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be fucking weird.
I know what I'm gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
Sip of that. I see. This is the behind the scenes camera, right?
This is, yeah.
Okay. It's tradition for me, whenever I take a rip, so it's kind of like food. You dink it and you sink it. So I'm not sure which one is the camera. I'm gonna lightly.
Closer, yeah. I don't know.
This one?
I think so.
Bottom one?
I can't tell. How many
There's
fucking
three.
lenses?
There's three of them.
Try just hitting the middle. Try
I'm gonna hit
pointing
the
at
middle.
Oh, the middle is exactly,
Cheers.
yeah. Cheers.
So let's try something like that little transition there.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck are you doing?
Nothing.
Smoking big doinks and Amish in the studio?
No,
Fucking up my light, bro?
never. No, I'm going. It's not. It's okay, dude. Everything's fine over here.
Do you feel like you're worthy of success?
As much as I want to say yes, I don't think so in my current state.
Why not?
It just kind of ties back to I look back at a lot of the decisions I made, and I just have a hard time seeing myself in a good light. And if success were to come my way, I would probably feel as though I don't deserve it. And that there's probably somebody that hasn't made the decisions I made that could have had this and done better with it.
How do you feel about yourself?
How do I feel about myself? Damn. It goes back and forth because like when I look at myself, I feel either a lot of, I guess, just hate for myself. Very briefly, I'll feel an overwhelming wave of like accomplishment sometimes, and I'll feel great. But most of the time, I do find myself not liking who I am.
Why do you have such a negative perspective on yourself? Why do you see yourself in such a negative light?
I've been trying to change the way I think about it recently. However, for most of my life, not for most, but as of recently in the last year or so, maybe 2 years, I tend to look back on most decisions that I've made, and I've come to the conclusion for the most part that most of the decisions I've made are not good decisions, and they are very questionable ones at best. I just kind of find myself not liking the fact that I made those decisions, and I've been trying to look at it differently in the sense where those decisions don't have to define who I am. But I can't help but fall back into the loop of when I get home. The place that I'm currently even staying is kind of a reminder of decisions that I have made. So it's just kind of impossible for me to even escape it. Because if I sleep, the place I sleep, where I go home, where I drive to, the place I work, it all just kind of culminates to what feels like the decisions I've made have led me up to here, when I feel like I could have been somewhere completely different, better off, if I just did stuff completely differently, which I'm sure a lot of people feel, but I tend to find myself thinking about that all the time. Why do I make music? I feel like it's a way for me to talk to myself, because I don't talk to that many people. I talk to like 1 or 2 people about like anything, and even them, I don't really tell them much. The hardest challenge I've ever had to overcome in my life, probably what's been happening recently, the last year. To keep it short, just I moved, I lost pets, relationships, a lot of things at damn near the snap of a finger in like the span of like a month. It's just felt like my whole life has just kind of been flipped, and as of recently, I've been failing to get sleep. Just the over-looming feeling of of anxiety that at any points notice shit could change again, for better or for worse. I could honestly, it's happened once where I wake up, somebody walks in my room and tells me, hey, this is happening in a month, and I can't do anything about it. So ever since then, I've just been losing an incredible amount of sleep, just dealing with the anxiety that everything I know could just be you could just be mixed around and scrambled, and I have to pick up the pieces again.
Do you feel like you're stuck in anxiety? Like something flipped in your brain and you can't figure out where it is to flip it back?
Oh yeah. I constantly. It's been annoying me because I can't. I go to work, I go home, I can't do. I do anything, and it's just my heart rate goes up. My mind just races with like every possible bad outcome in any situation, no matter how out of pocket it is. I hate it because like it's like I don't want it to do that, but it's just like anything I'm doing, I just like my brain just overfloods with. It could be this could happen, it could be this, it could be this. It's everything that's possibly bad. No matter, it can't, like nothing's too out of pocket for my head to tell me. Anything's on the table, it feels.
Does your music help you with your anxiety at all?
Yeah.
How?
I feel like when I start writing it sounds goofy, but it kind of feels like you're kind of harnessing the anxiety a bit. You're mining it, if you will. Because instead of trying to do a task and dealing with the anxiety with that task, it's like now the task is about the anxiety. So now it kind of changes how I guess my body and my head react to the anxiety, because now it's no longer I'm trying to work, I'm trying to play a game, I'm trying to talk, but the anxiety is next to me, and it's just kind of there when you don't want it to be there. But when I'm making music, and if I talk about anxiety on my music or how I feel, now it doesn't feel like it's just a side person there that I don't want to be there. Now I'm like looking at them, and I'm like, all right, now I'm talking to you. Now it's time for you. I'll talk to you now. So that's how it feels.
The unfortunate reality is I think the overwhelming majority of people have kind of the same perspective that you do. And that's incredibly unfortunate. I think that leads to kind of the situations that we're finding ourselves in right now, where things are only escalating and getting worse in the world. We have people getting executed on the streets by masked officials from the government. We have children losing their families overseas in Gaza. We have our entire global economy hinging on the hope that AI will become profitable in the future, or it will be the collapse of all of the global economies and the end of currency as we know it. There's a lot of oppression in your way, and the natural tendency is to want to just kind of give up, because it seems like such a monumental task to like, what can I do? I'm just a guy. Right?
Oh yeah.
I find it hypocritical of myself being someone who felt that way in their life for so long and living my life with that whole mentality. I find it very hypocritical of me to say that way of thinking is wrong, because you are absolutely entitled to feel how you feel about every situation and do things according to how you feel. But it's really unfortunate that I do feel like a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, I wish I could explain it better of like how you really can't, but it really is kind of a terrible mindset to be in, and it sucks because like you can, even if you acknowledge it or you recognize it, it's still just hard to get yourself out that mindset. Because it's easy to acknowledge it when you're fine, but when you're not fine, and when things really start to hit the fan for you mentally, it feels impossible to catch yourself. I've been trying to live by just not dwelling, I guess, if you will, the ashes of my past, and just like pick up what you can and just kind of like keep it going. And it sounds really simple, but like for me, like the last few months I've been what feels like mentally, if I could imagine myself the last few months, I've literally just feel like I've just been sitting in an ash pile, taking whatever substances I could take to just be like, I just want to burn with it. So as of recently, it's a simple thing, but it's been something I'm trying to live by so I can at least, get up and walk away from it. I've been trying to tell myself, like, I don't have to hate what it was, because, why look at it and be angry? I could still look at it and be like, that was great, but let's keep going.
Tell me why you chose this beat.
Lately, I've just been feeling a lot more beats that have like a bouncy energy to it. Something you could listen to it, and you can kind of choose to listen to the lyrics and take it deeply, or you could choose to just play it and have fun with it regardless. So it kind of has like a double meaning to it. And that's why I like a lot of like early pop music kind of funny because a lot of it's like actually depressing. Like if you listen to it, like it's terrible, but like the vibes of it that they give off and the instrumental and everything is still like you can listen to it and turn your brain off and dance and party to it.
Yeah.
So like I've been liking beats like that, so I can write stuff that's like it's sad, but no matter the mood, even if I'm happy or feeling good because of the instrumental, I could still listen to it even if I'm not depressed.
Oh, you still got some more written to this?
No.
No? All right. So now we get to have fun.
Yeah.
Now we get to play around. All right. So this is what we got so far.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover, Demons out here, they destroying on my cover, If I can't have her, turn into a money lover, If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother, Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother, I don't mean that offensively, cause I still love her, But that just means that I be popping till I shut her,
Hold on, play the beginning. Hold on, actually.
All good?
I'm just thinking of something. Demons out here, they're destroying on my cover,
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover, If I can't have her, turn into a money lover, If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother, Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother, I don't mean that offensively, cause I still love her.
I don't know if it would... I was thinking like, damn, dude, what if I attacked it a whole different way? We're like, demons out here, they destroying on my cover, So
Like just keep it all in like a lower register.
Unless you fucking with how it sounds now.
What's the vibe that you're going for with this song?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I don't know.
Tell me about that.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't really expecting to record yet, cause I just kind of wrote this on the spot just now.
That's fair. That's fair.
No idea.
I did just completely put you on the spot.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm having fun with it, but
yeah,
that's kind of the vibe, to be honest. I mean, at the moment, just have fun with it and make something.
Yeah, you're just kind of going with like what you're feeling right
now.
Yeah,
yeah, to be honest, yeah.
I got you.
Demons out here, they destroying on my cover, If I can't have her, turn into a money lover, If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother, Yeah.
Ooh, what if you alternated it? Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh shit, that's kind of cool. So let me do hook F sharp minor. This is hook C sharp minor. Let's try that.
Let's do it.
If I can't have her, turn into a money lover,
If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother,
Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother, I don't mean that offensively, cause
Sorry, I was fucking with the beat a little bit there.
You're good.
turn into a money lover, If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother, Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother, I don't mean that offensively, cause I still love her, But that just means that I'll be popping till I shut her,
Yeah, and that's like I feel like this is coming into your verse a little bit there.
Yeah.
And then your verse can stay a little monotone. Like monotone low register for like the first verse, you come in with the second verse, you go back up and register.
Yeah.
I feel like that'll be really solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm messing with this so far.
How do you approach it when you only have a hook written? How do you go from there with the writing process?
Man, honestly, like it just kind of like, I don't know, it just comes in like random waves, I guess. Like 90% of the time I feel fucking just creativeless. I just be questioning it. I'm just like, dude, can I even like do this? Cause I can't think of shit. But then like out of nowhere, like, I don't know, like either something like life-wise will happen or I don't know. It could be random. I'll just be at work. I'll be playing a game. I'll be doing anything. And it'll just boom, like in my head, it'll just like wash over. Like it won't be a beat that I have in mind. Like when I write most of my verses, I don't really have a beat or like tempo in mind, or I do, but I have it like kind of set in my head and I'll just kind of like write it out before I even find the beat, or at least I'll write the basic idea of the verses and the bars and stuff. And then I'll find the beat that kind of matches it closest to what I have in my head. Sometimes, most times I have to change, like I have to like take out like 5 words, like I have to like change them to make it fit better. I don't know, usually it just comes in waves and I'll just like write it out without any sort of instrumental or anything. And then I'll add an instrumental to it prior.
Where's the SD?
It's in my pocket. I fed it through my shirt.
Bro, that's fucking
dope as shit.
He just feeds the fucking
That
part
is
through his shirt.
that I am gonna lie to you.
Bro, that's fucking so genius. What the fuck, dude?
That's easy.
He's
Keeps
a
it out of the way.
Ghostbuster, dude. I don't even know what to say.
Bro, I'm literally like, dude, you forgot the SD. Like, what are you doing? And he's like, nah, bro.
I didn't even see the fucking wiring up
Inspector
his
Gadget in my ass, bro.
go gadget.
Oh, I thought you like put it through your sleeve there. I was
I'm
like,
not
because
wired
if
up,
I
he
did it
says.
Here,
Yeah.
I'm too scared that like I might bend the cable too much and it'll pop off. But
That's fair.
if I have enough slack and feed it up here, I could just have one straight line this way and one like wavy line this way. So there's always enough slack so I can just move
bro,
around.
Inspector Gadgeted me out of nowhere. That's crazy. All right, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
Yeah, no, so
That's
like,
fucking sick.
think back to yourself at the beginning of your musical journey. Just kind of like put yourself in that headspace again, in that mental state. Knowing what you know now, experiencing what you've experienced so far, what would you tell Ollie at like the moment he created the persona of Ollie, then started this journey? What would you tell him?
You want the honest answer? I'll tell you the honest answer. Honestly, I'll be all right. The honest answer is I tell myself don't do it. Just don't do it. Once you start, or I guess it's not for everybody, but once I started making that little persona, I started doing what I did. As much as I don't like to say it, it did build an ego in myself, which is what I believe is what was not the main reason, but a factor that played into me making some bad decisions that I made, because when that ego was playing a part, you're just kind of like, oh, nothing bad could happen to me. I'm this guy. There's no telling what would have happened if I never did. Maybe it could have been better. It could have been worse. I have no idea. But I just know that in the mental state that I'm in, I mean, I like it now, and I'm learning to deal with it now, and it's no longer there. So I don't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon. At the time, I like to think if I didn't even start, I probably would have been a lot healthier mentally.
What would you tell to other people that feel the same way that you do about art? Like if somebody else kind of feels like you do, kind of has this perception on the world like you do, and wants to create music, what would you tell them?
What would I say to people that want to make art that have the same thought process as me, or that feel the same? Is I would say, in the most simple terms, just do it when you want to do it. Don't force it. Don't force any sound out of you that anybody's telling you. Don't force a certain amount of songs out. Don't force a certain genre or a persona. If you want to make it, just whatever you have in your head, just make it. Be open. Let people have some real criticism. But you have to have enough confidence to know what your vision is, so you can tell the line of criticism and just flat out just shitting on it, or just they're simply just not seeing it, or it's just not their genre. But I would just say do it. And it sounds goofy, but that's really how I learned to do any of this, is simply just by going to the studio and just doing stuff. It really is as simple as turning off your brain, which is a hard thing to do. But if you don't turn off your brain, you're just going to overthink it. You're not going to want to do it. You're going to give yourself reasons not to do it. You're going to give yourself reasons not to listen to people. And you're going to come up with every reason why you shouldn't do it, and why it sounds bad, and why you should quit. And you're not good enough. You can't think of enough rhymes. You're not making enough songs. You're not dropping often enough. You don't sound good enough. You don't look good enough. You don't act a certain way. You don't have a stage persona. You don't have energy. Fuck all that. Literally none of that matters. Not a single ounce of that matters. Because at the end of the day, if you're not having fun making it, and if it doesn't feel good to you to make, then it's simply, there's just none of it else is going to feel good. So there's no point in faking any of it. So if you really want to do it and you like doing it, do it, have fun with it, and just keep having fun with it. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, then don't do it. That's as simple as that. However, don't overtalk. Don't overthink yourself into it. Don't overthink yourself into saying no, because there's always a reason to say no. Whether it's money, confidence, whether it's people, whatever, there's always a million reasons to say no. And one last thing, no matter how shit it sounds, keep doing it. Just keep doing it. It's gonna sound bad. It sounds like shit. It'll sound like shit. Whether you're drawing, painting, making music, fucking driving, whatever you're doing, you're gonna be shit at it at first. This is how it is, man. It is normal. But keep doing it. Even if you sound like shit, just keep doing it. No matter what. Even if it takes a year, takes 2 years, doesn't matter. Just keep doing it. Because at some point, you'll run into the right person, you'll run to the right thing, and then it could, that one right person or one decision you make could completely flip you on a whole different path you did not think was possible.
Ollie, you just were like, you were so passionate in that answer. You were like you visualized someone in front of you going through what you're going through, dealing with what you're dealing with, feeling how you're feeling. You just visualized someone in front of you, and you were like talking to that person. You were getting them so prepared for the journey that they're going to go on. Do you remember the energy that you had when I asked the same question, but about you?
Oh yeah.
Why are you so enthusiastic to kind of like gas up other people and help other people, but when it comes to you and what you want and your desires and your passions, you don't have the same energy?
I just feel like I can see a lot of worth in everybody else, but I struggle the hardest to see the worth in myself. I don't really know how to explain how I see it. I guess the best way I could say it is, if I look at somebody that's made a terrible mistake, I can look at them and be like, well, it's not you. I really believe it, and I can, how I want to help move past it and see him in a better light. But if I were to make an equal mistake, I would struggle to tell that to myself, and I would just sit there and be like, how could you? You made this decision. I mean, like, or you did this, blah, blah. Or like, why would you do that? Which is goofy, because like I could, even if I tell myself the same thing I tell other people, it's just like, I don't know what it is, but it just feels like I have a voice in my head that has to come back to anything I say. Anything I say, they just come back with 2 times more, and I'm just like, okay, well, fuck, yeah, you're right. Sometimes they just want to be like, well, you're right, god damn it, I'm done arguing with myself.
Let's see here. That's why.
Underrated anime, 7 Deadly Sins, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was gas. It kind of fell off, but the first like 2 seasons.
It's not 164 either. What the hell is this?
What was the main character's name again?
In 7 Deadly Sins?
Yeah.
Meliodas.
Meliodas, dude. Fucking goat, bro. God. Sir Meliodas.
Demons out here, they destroying on my coverall. If I can have her turn into a money lover, If we ain't find you, then we coming for your brother, Yeah, I'm a fiend, I'm not much different from my mother, I don't mean that offensively, cause I still love her, But that just mean that I be popping till I shut her off. I get so high and fucking drunk, I start to stutter, I'm smoking weed out with my top up. Soon to keep a Glock talk. Soon to keep the bands in my pants like my stocks up. Goddamn, I really miss her. Suicidal thoughts, I've been plotting on my trigger. Man, I think I'm going crazy, seeing faces in the mirror, and the picture never clear, never clear.
I used to be in the band, and we'll talk about how like my struggles with drugs and alcohol and shit sort of separated me from them. I didn't want to play drums. I actually started off playing guitar. People are struggling, either emotionally or financially, that stops them from being more present in the scene. I use AI every single day. That being said,